He'd walking pretty briskly, and boom, some guy comes and punches him from nowhere. It's Annie's guys. They take him to Annie. She thinks it's him who ratted her out, so she's beating him up, trying to get him to admit to something he didn't do. The torture is too much for him to bear, so he says he'll tell her who did it. Boy, who are you about to implicate now? The answer is his best friend, Nick. But you just have to understand his rationale. It's not like he's a snake or anything. He just expected that Nick would have left the country by now, and Annie would not have anybody to beat up. But unfortunately for everyone, Nick's flight got delayed, so he's at the party asking his girl if she wants to go to London. While they hang out, he throws her the ticket and tells her to have a good time. It would appear that his mom's little speech changed his mind and he no longer wants to go. And you know that isn't good news for anybody. He's walking back home when a car starts chasing him and then pushes him to a ditch. It's Annie and her boys. They're beating him up now.
What the hell?
He comes out of the car and tries to explain his rationale, but nobody's listening to him. Annie now picks Nick up and asks him who's broken out, and he still answers, "You are." We all love a guy with some balls, don't we? Okay, that may have come out wrong. Anyway, Nick's
Bro, these TV shows that like, bro, it's so fake. These TV shows are like, oh, when they're like beating you up, torturing you, and then like you're still like eagling, like, oh, like you know how they're like, hey, you my bitch, and they're like, oh no, I'm not your bitch, bro. If I'm getting tortured, I'll be their bitch. I don't care. If they start saying, call me daddy, I'm calling them daddy, bro. If I'm getting slapped around, like, hey, I'm losing all self-respect. I am not gonna piss them off. But in these TV shows, they act like the person getting tortured is gonna like get mad or not get mad and like try to piss the person off. Like, bro, that's not gonna happen. So hold on, Discord is offering me $300 a week to keep them company online. Is this real? Do they think I'm a girl?
And a hard kick to the face. That
I have
kick kills
no idea,
him, so
bro.
they go and dump his body in a hole. During the process, Nick's watch falls, but nobody notices.
They send the payment first, 1 month in advance.
Now, how would you allow yourself to be part of that? He's your best friend, for crying out loud. Anyway, Annie goes home and confesses to Marcus. She tells him she clapped the guy who sold her out, and you can see the shock on Marcus's face, because he knows for a fact that that was not the person who sold her out. He's now asking her why she came to him. You know I'm on parole, Annie. Why'd you come here? He asks and sends her away. She feels betrayed. Betrayed. Wait till you find out that he's the one who sold you out. She smashes some stuff in his workshop, gives him an ironic kiss, and leaves. Then early the next morning, we see her burning her clothes from last night. You won't believe what we see next. Nick. He walks out of the woods looking unscathed. So clean and fresh. He walks to school, goes and sits in class.
Use ChatGPT for it?
Can see him. He's
bro, if you're lonely, just
invisible.
bro, have ChatGPT be your partner.
Class, even though he's sitting right there and can hear everything they're saying. They use that opportunity to get a few things off their chest about him. Even his girl. She calls him pretentious and says he's always trying to make himself feel important. You can't trust these girls, man. But then again, his best friend also betrayed him, so actually, don't trust anybody, bro. At first, he thinks they're only messing around with him, but then he takes a book, throws it at his shelf. The book never even leaves the table. He then goes to the telephone in the principal's office to call his mom. He's right in his principal's face, but the principal can't see him. This guy must be John Cena. Then he shouts out to his mom. He can hear her talking to the detectives about him, but she can't hear him. He's running home now. On his way, he clatters into someone in the school hallway, gets hit by a car, run over by a truck, but nothing really happens in real life. He gets home and sees detectives all around his house doing everything to find him. He tries to put his mother out of her misery by telling her
I play
he's
one
dead,
more and then
but
I go.
She can't hear him. Now he's just wandering the streets.
I'll give you after last game, but
I was invisible. I would be doing a lot more than just walking the streets. Anyway, the detectives, Brian and Kate, are making headway with their investigation. They spoke to the principal who told them Nick got in a fight with Annie, so they head to Annie's house. Apparently, Brian knew Annie when she was little because her dad used to be a cop. They're up on the roof asking Annie what she was doing last night, and Nick is there to supervise her lies. But he also finds out that Annie clapped him because she thought he ratted her out. He throws her off the roof, but you know, that just doesn't work. The detectives take a search party out to the woods where Nick's body was dumped, and Annie calls Pete and tells him to be there. Nick hears that and gets visibly sick. He's in his room now and he can see his mom come in and go through his stuff. She's reading a poem he wrote, and he's reading along with her. His pet bird joins him in invisible paradise. He holds it in his hands, and after some seconds, it disappears. That's a revelation for him. He says, "I'm alive," and he runs straight to where his body was dumped. He's trying to get the search party to find him, but he's not having much luck with the humans. The dog, however, first seemed like he could see Nick, but he turned away at the last second. The dog helped find Nick's watch that